What's up, guys? My name is Okechukwu Munachiso. You can call me Muna. I'm hanging out with Effizy, who is my co-host. I'm from Shining Star College.
And with me, and with her actually, is yours, one and only Okoro Kelechukwu. And I'm also a student of Shining Star Group of Schools, but you can call me Bob. That's what they call me in school.
Bob and Muna with me this morning, 11:14 Nigerian times. Children's Day special. Yeah, that's what it is this morning. And talking about Children's Day, I also got a glimpse of what the president was talking about, because this Children's Day theme is Stand Up, Speak Up, Building a Bully-Free Generation. And the President Tinubu, has also promised and also condemned bullying and promised better future, better environment for our children in the country. But welcome to the show this morning, and it's me, Muna, and Bob, and we're talking about out-of-school children this morning in the FCT and better ways that out-of-school children can get back to school, right, guys?
Yes.
I mean, let's look at it from different angles. What are the best ways you think that the government can also help children back to school, you know? And this is what we're looking at with everybody. Bob, you want to say something about that?
There are actually many ways. I mean, they can actually start with seeing that they can provide more resources to the educational sector. Because, I mean, yes, they've made their budget already this year, and I believe it was a 1.94 trillion naira that was allocated, and even doing the statistics, just 6%, which is just 9% shy from what UNESCO says that at least each country should try and meet up with. Though the government are trying, they're saying at least there are other things they have to sort of, like the health sector as well as the defense ministry, but education is key. Education is actually power. So there's very much every need for all of us to participate in seeing that we work together to see there's a free education.
Interesting. You can catch us on YouTube and Facebook right now. We're live on YouTube and Facebook. We're live at Nigeria Info Abuja on YouTube and Facebook. And if you're yet to hit the subscribe button on our YouTube, you're missing a whole lot. But go there right now so you can see Bob and you can see Muna. Look at all of us in the studio and drop your comment for us. Well, Muna, what do you think about what Bob is saying and the fact that we need to get out-of-school children back to school? There are just different reports out there. Some say 13-point-something million out-of-school children in the FCT. Others say it's more. Some other persons say, no, I mean, it's even less. Right? But again, you also know that the FCT primary schools are on strike at the moment because the area council chairman have not paid some fees owed the teachers. Well, how can we bridge some of this gap?
One of the major ways that we can do this is by promoting public awareness, because a lot of parents in Nigeria don't think that education is actually necessary for the success of their children, because most of them actually didn't even get education themselves, and they turned out okay.
So it might be an issue of, I mean, since I didn't get it, why should you get it? But do you think we should arrest some of those parents?
I mean, in other countries, there are actually laws against not sending your children to school, and those are the developed countries. I mean, look at Nigeria. So we can actually create laws against not sending your children to school to encourage parents to do so.
Interesting. Bob, what's your opinion? I'm thinking that, for example, I'm just looking at what Muna is saying. I'm also thinking that should we get some parents arrested? Because if you are saying, saying, because I did not experience this thing, I did not experience school, why should you experience school? Do you understand? You say, me, I grew up and they say I should learn tailoring. I'm a mechanic. That's what I used to feed the family. So you might as well go and be a mechanic. Don't you think some of those parents should also pay for that?
Yeah, I feel so, because even in the law, it says that ignorance is not an excuse. So, with that being said, I feel that these parents should be arrested, but even if they should be arrested, not like serve hard labor, but then maybe giving some kind of orientation in whatever confinement may be to try to understand that, I mean, education is really power, because if you're not educated, you can go be on the streets and someone can just dupe you off or rob you and you won't even know. You just look like an idiot on the streets.
So, I mean, if you look at it, if I follow cue from what Bob is saying, Let's say, for example, this is what I'm thinking. For example, maybe a parent gets arrested, maybe because your child is seen hawking on the road and it's during school hours,
Yes.
right? And maybe the parent should be arrested and be made to pay a fine. For example, let's say parents are being arrested and says you pay for your child not going to school, you pay 1.5 million as a fine.
No, I feel that, at that moment, I don't feel it should be that, huge. Just, it's actually...
Bob, it should be huge so that it would serve as a deterrent to any other...
1.5 million is a lot. Considering, yes, it's actually...
Mona, how much do you think? Bob is not with me on this one. How much do you think?
One of the reasons that they don't send their children to school is also because of poverty. So just giving them those fines is kind
exactly. It's just adding more salt to the injury. Yes.
So what should we do? What should we do?
The fines too is also like a really good
idea, but then it should going to be so huge. Yes.
Okay, like how much?
Maybe like 20,000 or 30,000.
That's too low now.
Okay, 100,000 naira.
100. How about $1 million?
No. Even you I don't know if you really made up to $1 million podcast.
Do you know my name?
Nah, I don't know. But
my name is Effizy, the billionaire. So I think people should be meant to. They should pay for 1 million. Is not much.
For you, your name is Effizy. Okay, but some people are read Effizy. They are bearing their father's names, and at that, some of them haven't even made up to $1 million in their lifetime. So
should we put it to vote? Should we tell the audience to vote on that?
Yes.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So let us know this morning. I'm proposing a 1 million naira as a fine for parents who their children are found hawking on the streets. But Muna and Bob, feels like it's too much. Bob says 20,000. Muna said 20 at first.
I said 100.
100. And then Bob says 20,000.
Yes.
Which do you think we should go for? Or do you think there are better ideas to curb out of school children in the FCT? 0700 951 0000. WhatsApp is 0039930137, and you can also contribute on YouTube Live and Facebook Live. Let's start with this caller via WhatsApp. Hello, good morning to you.
Sir.
Yes, sir. Can you hear him?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Clearly, sir.
Okay. Number one, don't blame my beautiful children. They are so much. They don't know they are sitting in the studio with a billionaire.
Sorry, my bad.
So, I'm by the way, Mazi Fortune, I greet you, sir. I greet you.
Thank you.
They need to understand they are sitting in the studio with a billionaire. So that's why they are proposing smaller amounts. They don't know that you like big money.
Thank you, Mazi. But Mazi, what do you say?
Yes, before I vote, let me now tell my children why I'm taking the position I'm taking.
Okay.
Number one, the reason why you people are in the studios speaking well, communicating to us, and everybody understand you have that boldness to be in the studio, today while we are celebrating Children's Day, because your parents give you the opportunity to get basic education.
Yeah.
Went to a good nursery, primary school. Do you understand me?
Yes.
That tells you that any child that is denied that opportunity, you have seen that child, you have raised in your life. So you both need to be thankful to your dad and mom for this privilege, the great blessing that many children they wish that they have. Now, I am going to support Effizy against your own, because the 20,000 and 100,000 is too meager. But when you have the option to pay either 1 million or you go to jail for 6 months for not sending your child to school, they will sit up. The reason why we have too many criminals and so many people who are doing terrorism and committing so many crimes is because they've been denied this basic education. That's why you find them on the streets. Begging, right. And from begging, when you get to a certain age, you have to do crime.
Thank you, Mazi.
I support Effizy. Let them pay $1 million.
Thank you, sir.
My children.
Thank you. I appreciate you. All right, let's go to Facebook. Wesley Apenosami is writing in, says, well done, Bob and Muna. You both are doing excellently well. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Let's go to YouTube. We don't see your comment on YouTube. Let's go to WhatsApp. Victor on WhatsApp says, "Good morning, Nigeria Info. Well done, guys. In as much as we're advocating for children to go to school, I think we should also advocate for affordability. How many average family can send their kids to the university to study medicine?" Another question there. And this says, yes, parents should be fined 100,000 if their children are not in school during school hours. So I vote. So we've got 1 vote for Effizy, 1 vote for Muna, and 0 votes for Bob. Let's say it louder. How many votes for Bob?
0
votes. Well, let's go for a quick commercial break. And when we come back at the bottom of the hour after the headline news, we'll continue with this conversation. My name is Effizy. I've got Muna and Bob with me all the way from Wood School.
Shining Star
Group of Schools.
All right, Shining Star. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
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 This is Nigeria Info.
Details right here on Nigeria Info.
Let's every workday in the FCT, only one question is important.
What happening? Abuja. 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 What's happening? Abuja.
On 95.1 Nigeria Info.
Well, welcome back, Abuja. This is your one and only Bob, and with me in the studio is Muna and of course Effizy. So just before we went on that break, we were discussing about the out-of-school children and why, whether or not parents need to pay fines, and even if these fines are paid or they should pay them. We were discussing the amount. I mean, I came up with my 20,000 because I feel it should be easy and affordable. Effizy came up with his 1 million, which is quite huge. And of course, Muna came up with 100,000 naira. So, Abuja, let's have your take on this. Thank you.
Muna, it's funny how Bob wants to rope us in, but he has no vote on this whole thing. Yeah, I want the 20K to be affordable. Has anybody voted your 20K? No, that's fine. Has anybody voted for my 1 million? Yes. How about Muna's 100K? Yeah, it's all good. Let's go to WhatsApp where we see a lot of your messages, and Mood was on us. Muna, let's start with this one.
Okay. First comment is, good morning, Sir L. if the parents of out of school children are to pay a fine, how much will I fine the government for preventing my son from going to school for the weeks due to strike? I'm sad. From Kun Amina from Besa.
I mean, we're also sad, Kunina, but then again, that's the best way to hold the government accountable for not allowing your son to go to school. Thank you. Where do we go from here? All right, Muna?
Okay. Good morning, the billionaire. And good morning. Behind the mic.
Your guest behind the mic, that's talking about Moon Bob.
Okay, thank you. I accept the parents should be fined if they don't send their children to school. This will help remove the thugs from our streets and in the name of Akbar. Christy from Kuje, and happy children are beautiful children all over the world.
Let's see what Dele is saying from Kubwa. It says, good morning, Effizy has preferred community service for any parent who does not send their words to school, which can be the determinant for others. You mean deterrent for others to see it? See it. Happy Tuesday to all Nigerian children. Dele from, we appreciate you. Happy children from God sent. Me, parents who fail to send their kids who should pay 1 million naira. Face the law. If not, with free education, some parents will still not send their children to school. That's what you're saying. So it means I have 2 votes. Muna has 1 vote.
And you have 0.
Okay, that's fine. I like the fact that you just said 0 that way. All right, call us up 0700 951 0000 this morning. And Wilson, okay, we see your comments. Thank you. That would be worked on. Let's go to YouTube. We also see you here on YouTube watching. Thank you. Let's go back to WhatsApp. Who is calling us and where is your call coming from? I from Gaki says Effizy go with the 100k plus community service, which also brings Muna's votes to 2 and my 2. And
Bob's wants is
all right. Give him the eye. Okay. Let's take this call. Hello. Good morning to you. Hello.
Hello, Billionaire. Good morning.
Good morning to you. You're welcome. Your name and where you're calling from?
This is Steven Diororo Sorin from Kubwa.
You're welcome. Let's hear you.
Thank you. Looking at the discussion there, I will say that I will stand with Bob. Let me give him 1 vote.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, thank you.
I think because I think it's a lenient heart. You consider some people that they are not financially buoyant.
Okay.
And that is the reason that the government should make our economy better.
Okay.
If our economy is better, parents will certainly send their words because we are parents and we are proud of our child if our child is doing well.
All right, thank you.
It's just because the economy is hard, that is why we are not sending, but we will still try. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's take orders. Finally, somebody has 1 vote. Hello, good morning to you. Yes.
Bob and Muna, good morning to you.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Yeah, happy Children's Day to all children. I wish all the children sound health, sound mind, and then reach their schools in Jesus' name. I'm not hearing my voice. I think that community service will be good. And then while they are sweeping, there will be a tag. I suggest a tag will be an offense for offenders.
Offenders approach it for duty.
And the local will just be there. Offense for not sending your children to the worst to school. And making others feel like for them to send their worst to school. I'll tell you, they say that.
All right, thank you, Moses. Thank you. We appreciate you. Muna, what do you say to that placard thing for community service?
I mean, a lot of money can make up for embarrassment, I guess.
Bob, are you there?
Yes, I am actually.
Okay.
The placard thing too is not actually a bad one too, but I felt I would have sort of gone with the initial caller that one that sent in his text about service. That really stopping bringing a lot of embarrassment.
Okay. Sid from CBD says, first of all, I go with Bob. If person gets 1 or 100k, Why won't the person send their words to school? 20K with community services, okay.
Exactly.
And Bob, you've got radio voice. Consider broadcasting as a career path. You are natural. Happy Children's Day to all children. I don't know if Bob is thinking of that though.
I did.
I'm thinking of that.
Well, I don't know, because before they just yesterday I was having this kind of conversation with my mom on my career thing, and whether I should be medicine or computer science, but I don't know for now, because everything happening, I wouldn't want to just start taking some decisions. Just calm down, take it easy.
All right.
Until I get there.
Okay. Good morning, Nigeria, and for well done, guys. In as just we're advocating for children to go to school, I think we should also advocate for affordability. We did this before. Yeah, we did. Sending 200% support to Bob. Just like joke, Bob, me and you are two. Okay, that's fine. Thank you. We see your vote. And there's a voice note here. Let's take it. Let's take a look into this.
Good morning, Effizy. Good morning, Mona. Up and happy Children's Day. And all of us, especially those of us who are still children at heart, happy Children's Day. So on this topic, you were shocked yesterday, as I was going to church at that Aguironsi by where that Epiphany station used to be. 2 little boys, maybe 7, 8, they came to clean my wiper. Clean my windshield. And I said, no, go home. You're not supposed to be begging. You're not supposed to be out here. It's not safe for you. I was livid because, of course, they insisted, and they're forcing themselves on, the car, trying to clean the windshield. And I'm like, no, I almost had to get out of the car. And I told him, go, you're supposed to be in school. And the guy said, they've chased me out of school since more than 3 months. The other one, I said, yes, they chased me out of school because of school fees. I said, okay, what's the name of your school? One said the school down the road in Maitama. The other one said I had to move to Guagua. That's why I don't have school fees. That's why I'm on the street. So it's very sad. Like, I totally refuse to give cash, not even a penny, to a child on the street. I believe we should totally discourage that. And when parents allow their children to come to the street, we should arrest those parents. They should do time. About cash, I don't see how they can raise any money. Those guys, they don't have a penny. That they can spare, because some of them, they beg and they have a lot of money at home, but they will not give it to you. So I think the parents should do time. And if anything, again, they can do community service for 1 month. Let them come and sweep the roads and pack the dirt, and they will know they'll know what time it is. Thank you. My name is Nikki, by the way.
Thank you so much, Nikki. And we've got just 2 minutes to check out of this conversation. Maker from NMPC Tower says, I go with Bob. Sir L, parents fail to send their children to school mainly because of school fees, so the government should be held responsible first before the parents for failing to provide free and affordable education to our children. So I go with Bob. Mazi Destiny Anthony say Bob can do radio and TV. He has a unique voice. That's what they say. We need to go. Bob, what's your final words on the show?
My final words on this is, first of all, the government and then the parents have their own way. So for the parents' side, yes, we've been talking about this our money and everything, but then I feel that they should try to know the amount of children they can cater for, because that's really key, because they can't just give what they don't have. Try and be able to reduce it, because yes, the economic situation is hard, but also try to help yourself too. At least that will really help you and help the society at large.
All right, thank you, Bob. Muna.
Okay, so I think that if the parents aren't doing what they're meant to do, then the government can come in and also help. The government can give us scholarships, they go that are smart. There are a lot of things that men can do when it comes to education. So it's not all the blame falls on the parents.
All right. Thank you so much, Abuja. That's the Much Weekend Children's Day special broadcast with my host, Muna and Bob. And together we talked about our children and possible solution. We started the vote. It was quite staggering. I got 2 votes. Muna got, and fortunately, Bob got 4 votes. 5 votes, winning us to the bet. So Muna proposed 20,000. Also,
100,000.
No, 100 proposed. You proposed 100.
Yes.
Muna and Bob proposed 20,000 with community service, and a lot of people decided to go with that. Thank you so much. And a sponsor would hit your speakers, and that will be until 12 noon. And it means that I'm checking out of the conversation now. Thank you so much. I love you guys, but God loves you better than I do. And stay with us. After the news at the top of the hour, sunny side, and then hard facts. These and many more for your listening pleasure. 95.1 Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info.